Alright, it's Westfield, a tier 6 game. I'm in my T49. It's a very tier 6 game. 1, 2, 3. There's like 7 tier 6s on each team. A smattering, and then the other 8 are split roughly evenly between tier 5s and tier 4s on both teams. So this is a very mean little match. So I'm going to take my T49 and do my preferred route, which is instead of going and chilling sort of around B2 like most other tank destroyers, which I generally find is just an excellent way to get killed, I'm actually going to run southward and head around to help the mediums and lights push around this side. This Hellcat, clearly having the same idea, and as fast as this tank is, of course, the Hellcat is still faster. Still, I was making like 72 kph there for a moment. A lot of fun. Our M5 Stuart is, I'm not sure exactly what he's up to. Appears he's doing a scout charge. Or a scout, not really sure which, but we also have a VK31D up here, appears to be setting up a defensive position. And just as I'm getting up here, he is going to start advancing, so I'm actually going to get into a bush up here to cover him. I'm going to cover him until the Hellcat catches up, at which point I will also start advancing. Because all the prime T49 turf is that woodlot right up there where the VK3001D is. Because from there we can shoot down into the valley below us and possibly, to some degree, into the flanks of the enemies on this side. First thing I spot looks like we're shooting at is this Cheeto, but I can't seem to find him, so oh well. I roll forward to these bushes to get some better render range on this Covenanter I know is here, and there he is. But he's such a tiny target, moving so very fast, that I prove incapable of scoring a good hit on him. A lot of close misses, but yeah, nothing good. That's why I see this Churchill 7 taking on a T150 who's showing him his rear. Okay. Well, he's not going to last very long in this arena. Adjusting a little bit, trying to get a better shot. Churchill decides to come out of hide and chase the really dumb T150.
We didn't even scratch them.
And he ends up falling right smack dab into a field of fire here between me, the Hellcat, and the VK3001D. While just throwing shots at this poor guy. And the VK gets him. Alright, that's nice. There's a badly damaged T-tow set, and there's also an ARL V39. The ARL is rolling in on the VKP, so still trying to get shots. Unfortunately, I'm not aiming the right way. Vanishes out of our view render range. At this point, I'm realizing that our northern flank is being overrun. So I'm starting to work my way back that way when I manage to get my render range back onto the ARL again. Decide to help finish him off. He's clearly tracked and in lots of trouble. And get my first kill. The Hellcat gets the Hetzer. I was thinking about going after next, but now I'm looking at the map and realizing, okay, it looks like we've won the south and lost the north. So I decide to backtrack here. I don't even notice the red end of the world line right here for a moment. And I go racing back this way to set up an ambush overlooking our cap circle, because that's where I'm half expecting all the big tanks up there to go. Mediums meanwhile look like they're going to continue the push while the tank destroyers defend. That seems appropriate. Oop, there's their Hellcat going back to defend his base. Well, that's to be expected. The real question is, what did the KV-1S and the ARL do? It turns out the KV-1S also turned back, and that VK3001P is in real trouble. Yep, he's taken out. So now that VK3001D is all by himself. So I'm sitting here trying to decide, do I go to try and help him, or do I stay here and cover the base? It's such a hard call. There's still an ARL-44 and 2 artillery pieces that we don't know where they are anymore. So I decide to stay. I see the Hellcat start moving over, so I'm like, alright, the Hellcat's go home. I'm going to stay here and cover the artillery against any sudden appearances of enemy tanks. And it's a quiet little while here, just chilling. Hoping the Hellcat and the VKD can handle this. La 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 la. Whoop! And there's the ARL. He's an easy kill if I can just hit him. First one's high. Second one's right on the money. Probably before he could have gotten on the M37. He was probably the M37. But just in case someone saw my tracers, because there's 3 artillery on the team, I decided to shift positions. Nope, KV-1S is roughly where the Hellcat used to be. Uh-oh. Lost the VK-3001D. The Hellcat desperately needs backup, so I start rolling that way to help him. I let him know I'm coming. But, as you can see, he's already decided that discretion is the better part of valor, and he is retreating this way at top Hellcat speed. I sit here and decide to cover his rear while he withdraws. And while he's climbing the hill, he's actually quite vulnerable at the moment. I'm going to continue watching this direction to see if anyone's trying to sneak up on us. And sure enough, oh, a full health KV-1S. How delightful. I don't open fire immediately because I'm making sure of the range. I want to make sure I'm perfectly out of sight here. I can shoot him with impunity. He's going to try the usual downhill dodge. I end up tracking him on this one. If I hit the same track again, that might have worked. Alright, he's going to get by. But now I see an M37. Artillery needs to be taken out of play in a situation like this. They're just way too useful. And now I see that KV-1S is climbing the hill. Since I can't get a shot at him without exposing myself, I decide to roll down here and find a bush to hide in. I have to try and ambush and focus fire these guys down to stand any real chance of winning. Because you know the KV-1S is probably going to pop right up over the top there. And now it's a tense moment. The two of us are sitting here. We're between the last known major enemy position and the M37. We're all at full health. There's a damaged KV-1S and a Hellcat of unknown health level out there, along with 2 artillery. So it's not looking too good. Our T-150 is, they're like, oh, we ran into a bunch of clanners. Well, if I had seen you pointing your rear armor at one of them, I'd be more inclined to, worry about that. But in reality, being in a clan is not a big deal for kills. It's getting the good kill shot. And here comes the KV-1S. He's nervous. Hellcat tracks him. Put a shot through him. Put another shot into him. I start moving, but I see the Hellcat. Woo! 122 missed. Artillery misses. I take a quick shot at the Hellcat. He gets a hit into me. I bounce off his gun mantlet, the darn pesky thing. And now I'm in full-on evasive maneuvers mode. But artillery nearly gets me again. The other Hellcat, however, while they've been busy trying to deal with me, has gotten around behind him. Come rushing this way. The KV-1S and I respot each other. Artillery continues its desperate quest to kill the high-speed target. Our Hellcat kills their Hellcat. Hallelujah. And that's when the Bishop suddenly pops up. I have no idea if he can see me or not, and frankly, it doesn't really matter. I just start shooting. It's pretty clear he can't see me, though. He's trying to kill the Hellcat. I managed to take out the Bishop, and then say to myself, alright, we need to encircle the KV-1S in order to take him out. I say to myself, and I happen to run across the Sternpanzer in the process, all the better. So here we are, climbing this way. I'm hoping the Hellcat doesn't get too reckless. And then coming up here with the intent of running along that north ridge line when suddenly, the final artillery appears. He notices me, tries to turn to engage, but he's an awfully sluggish unit. I'm easily able to get on his flank here. I even use the cool new thing where you can shoot through cover to take him out. But even as I'm doing that, the Hellcat rushes the KV-1S and is summarily annihilated. Okay, KV1S was last seen in the buildings down there. I'm going to come over and see if I can spot him from this bush up here, where I should remain well hidden from his rather pathetic view range. He does not immediately become evident. I really want this win, so I decided to reload with my limited supply of APCR. And then, deciding I'm probably not going to be able to spot it from this bush because of that little rocky ledge there, I'm going to try shifting to a different bush slightly further to the north. Sure enough, I'm just getting here. Suddenly, KV1S.
Enemy is hit.
First round goes through.
That one down.
Second one bounces off the side of his turret. But I back away because I did see his turret coming this way just in case, but no sixth sense goes off, so he did not see me. He just knows he took fire from up there. So I decide, alright, we're going to play a little bit cagey. We roll around this way to try and get a shot on his side. Alright, he's decided to start capping. Nice one to tell me he's still down and he's not trying to do anything cagey.
Ricochet.
That one bounces as well.
Penetration.
That one goes through, and last APCR round finishes him off for the win. Good game, and good night.